DonInLondon, good evening. It's September the 8th, 2009. My video is all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. And when I say recovery, I mean on a daily basis, not engaging in the addictive substance or behaviour. My addictive substance, alcohol, my behaviour over the years, well, I guess trying to be perfect, working hard, relationships, gym, sport, you name it, food. I could obsess and find comfort in it. And I guess what I was looking for was to fill, as somebody said tonight in an AA meeting, the Fellowship of AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, they said they wanted to fill the hole in their soul. And for a long time I wondered what they were talking about when I first came to AA. And what I've learned about spiritual life is it's being able to see what is in front of us, the truth of what is going on, not being stuck in the past and not trying to envisage too much of the future because it hasn't happened yet. So look back, don't stare, learn from what has happened, and have enough of an eye to understand we need to focus on today, what is in front of us, and life will be maybe better than we may have ever expected. Or don't expect too much. And it's been a good day actually. For the first time in September we've had a good day of mild weather, and it's probably, I think it was 27°C somebody said to me, which is quite high. I don't know what the Fahrenheit is, but anyway, these videos about recovery means I can enjoy the day. And what makes it possible is being in a fellowship, as I say, to keep sober and then let life happen, be a part of it, be included and not excluded and isolated by some behaviour or some substance keeping me away from other people because I depend on it. So these days it's nice to be able to connect with the rest of the world, see what's going on, see people in the street I know, not only from fellowship but just being a resident in my area and being a part of life, gently, from people who sell the Big Issue, which is a London magazine that people who are homeless sell round here, and more often than not people give them £1 rather than take the Big Issue. Some people take the Big Issue because it's an exchange from people who have nothing to some people who have everything materially. And the gift is these days everybody is the same size for me, everybody is important as the next person, and everybody is doing their best, simply trying to do what they can to make life work. And we have to work at it, I guess. It won't come to us. There's nothing out there that's going to fix me, I realise now. And I reckon for a long time I relied on taking the edge off with a drink to make life tolerable. And the reason why I was tolerating it was because I didn't really know who I was. I didn't know I had choices in life, and I just kept on doing. If somebody said work harder, I did. If somebody says can you do a more difficult job, I did. And it broke me in the end, and I've had to take a long time to recover from a lot of years, probably over 35 years of work, and then trying to find out who I am. So I'm gifted really. I've got my sobriety. I had to lose everything in order to get where I am today, which means that I went from being okay and making a decent living through to losing everything and being in the gutter and homeless for a number of years, and eventually finding my feet. And I've been on my feet a bit today, which is difficult for me. Type 1 diabetic in recovery. I had a virus and got type 1 diabetes. So diabetic neuropathy is a condition affecting nerves in different extremities of the body, and especially my feet, which I feel like I've been walking on hot coals. So it will take 24 hours for them to settle down again, and then I'll have to pace myself. That's it, we get a good day and we're all out baking our heads in the sunshine, and in my case giving myself a lot of aggravation this evening. But that's okay, that's life. And going to a meeting tonight of AA just helped me. And when I go to a meeting of AA, we share the AA preamble, the statement of intent, which is understood, I guess to an extent by people who are new, but understood more fully every day I hear it, which is why I share it here. So whether you're a newcomer or an old-timer, or somewhere in between, which is where I am, I like to think of myself as a newcomer to life every day. I know it sounds a bit corny, but what I know these days is that life, if I'm open to life, I let go of what I think it ought to be and start feeling what it is and what is possible, given the choices ahead of me. Just for today, I have a better chance. So the AA preamble, shared at every meeting of AA I go to, and if I can get to a meeting every day, or two, makes me feel better. The preamble goes like this. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other, that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And you would think after a while I'd get tired of saying that, but the gift is today, when I look back at it and think or feel, has it been a good day? Yes. I've got some stuff done around my house. I'm trying to de-moth myself. Whether it's the season for moths or the year for moths, they've created havoc for me, but I'm getting there. I've been doing my household chores just gradually and getting out and about and seeing people. So up to High Street Kensington and a bit further to Notting Hill, then through Earl's Court, then to the DIY shop just to get a couple of things, and then come home and talk to my neighbour whose partner died last week, and they're doing all right reasonably, and they're full of anger at the moment, which is pretty normal for someone who lost somebody very unexpectedly, and for maybe the reasons that I go to AA. So life is as it is, and the gift for me right now is the meeting I went to, very mixed, men, women, alcoholics, all of us, one day sober, 20 years sober, or more. I think there's somebody there who's about 40 years sober, and a lot of sharing. It's a very tight group, if you like, in terms of space, and everybody was sitting quite close together, and really almost on top of each other. And in the old days, nobody would want to do that. They'd want to be isolated, excluded, and keeping an eye on how much drink they've got in the cupboard. So rather than do that, we all sit together, have a cup of tea, chew the fat, as my father would have said, talk about experience, strength and hope, about recovery, and come away feeling okay. And it's great to see people I haven't seen for a while and just know they're making their way, and to see people who were not so happy a month or two ago feeling a lot happier now, just getting that equilibrium back. So just for today it's been okay. And I was looking in this big AA book, my big AA book, or the big book of AA, and on page 419, which is more about acceptance, it's the paragraph here which got me. I just opened it and there it was. It says, then one day in AA I was told I had the lenses in my glasses backwards. The courage to change in the Serenity Prayer meant not that I should change my marriage, but rather I should change myself and learn to accept my spouse as she was. AA has given me a new pair of glasses. I can again focus on my wife's good qualities and watch them grow and grow. I can do the same with an AA meeting. The more I focus my mind on its defects, late start, long drunkerlogs, cigarette smoke — we're not allowed to smoke anymore in AA meetings — the worse the meeting becomes. But when I try to see what I can add to the meeting rather than what I can get out of it, and when I focus my mind on what's good about it rather than what's wrong with it, the meeting keeps getting better and better. When I focus on what's good today, I have a good day, and when I focus on what's bad, I have a bad day. If I focus on a problem, the problem increases. If I focus on the answer increases. And for me that's such a gift to be able to do that. So rather than concentrate on the problem, look to the solution. And my time is up. So the Serenity Prayer, as is said at the end of any meeting of AA, or just because it's a good idea to remind ourselves, to God or good conscience, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference is just for today.